This is part 2 of telling time in German. We talked about how there are two ways to tell time, official and common time. And then I told you a little bit about the official time, which uses the 24-hour clock. Mainly just saying the hour, or, and then the number of minutes. Then we did a little bit of practice with official time. Now we're going to focus on colloquial time for the next few screencasts. They divide the clock in half for common time or colloquial time. This slide is all about up until the half hour. So from 0 to 29 minutes, you're going to use the word nach after and talk about how many minutes it is past the hour. So if it was 1:10, you will say it is 10 minutes after 1, or Es ist 10 nach 1, because 1:10 is 10 minutes after 1. 3:20 is the same. You would say it is 20 minutes after 3, because 20 minutes after 3 is 3:20. So you would say Es ist 20 nach 3. Now the difference here is when you have 15 minutes after the hour, you're going to use quarter, which is Viertel in German. And you're going to say it's 6:15. We do this in English all the time. So 6:15, we say it's 6:15. Es ist Viertel nach 6. Once you hit that half hour mark at 8:30, 9:30, 6:30, whatever, you're going to change what you say. For 8:30, you're going to say it's half till the next hour. So 8:30 is 8:30, because you're halfway till 9. 2:30 is 2:30, because you're halfway till 3 o'clock. And the German word for half is halb. So 8:30 or 8:30 is going to be 8:30. Once you're past that half hour mark, you're going to start referring to how many minutes it is until the next hour and use vor, V-O-R, which means before. So for example, if it was 1:55, that means it's going to be 5 minutes before 2 o'clock. So you're going to say that. It's 5 before 2. Es ist 5 vor 2. It is 5 before 2. Same thing with the 15 minutes. If it's going to be 15 minutes before the hour, you're going to say Viertel, meaning quarter. It's quarter of whatever. Our example, 7:45, it is 7:45. Es ist Viertel vor 8. Again, this is very similar to what we do in English. We do the same thing. Down here, I have an example of 9:30 on the half hour. You're going to say it's 9:30. Es ist 9:30. And one more example of just any regular time past the half hour, like 2:35 is my example here. You're going to say, you have to think, minutes come first. How many minutes is it before the next hour? In this case, 2:35 means it's 25 minutes before 3 o'clock. So you would say, Es ist 25 vor 3. It is 25 before 3. You'd indicate AM and PM only by saying if it's the morning, the afternoon, or the evening. They do not use the words AM and PM. They say morgens, nachmittags, or abends. So they might say es ist 10 Uhr abends. It is 10 o'clock in the evening. That's the only way you will know in common time on whether or not it's morning or afternoon or evening. And then just last thing is on specific times of day, you would indicate that by either saying heute, like heute Morgen, this morning, or heute Abend for this evening. Or let's say it's not this evening, it's going to be Tuesday evening. You would say that, Dienstagabend. You take the word for Tuesday, the word for evening, and stick them together to make one good word. On the next screencast, I'm going to give you some examples, and we're going to work together on how to tell common time.